The nature of this purpose was revealed in the stories people told each other, stories about the structure of the cosmos and the place of man. But now we think empirically. At least we think empirically. And the spirits that once inhabited the universe have vanished. The forces released by the advent of the experiment have wreaked havoc within the mythic world. Jung states, "How totally different did the world appear to medieval man? For him, the earth was eternally fixed and at rest in the center of the universe, encircled by the course of a sun that solicitously bestowed its warmth. Men were all children of God under the loving care of the Most High, who prepared them for eternal blessedness, and all knew exactly what they should do and how they should conduct themselves in order to rise from a corruptible world to an incorruptible and joyous existence. Such a life no longer seems real to us, even in our dreams. Natural science has long ago torn this lovely veil to shreds." Even if the medieval individual was not in all cases tenderly and completely enraptured by his religious beliefs, he was a great believer in hell, for example, he was certainly not plagued by the plethora of rational doubts and moral uncertainties that beset his modern counterpart. Religion, for the pre-experimental mind, was not so much a matter of faith as a matter of fact, which means that the prevailing religious viewpoint was not merely one compelling theory among many. The capacity to maintain explicit belief in religious fact, however, has been severely undermined in the last few centuries, first in the West, and then everywhere else. A succession of great scientists and iconoclasts has demonstrated that the universe does not revolve around man, that our notion of separate status from and superiority to the animal has no empirical basis, and that there is no God in heaven, nor even a heaven as far as the eye can see. In consequence, we no longer believe our own stories, no longer even believe that those stories served us well in the past. The objects of revolutionary scientific discovery, Galileo's mountains on the lunar orb, Kepler's elliptical planetary orbits, manifested themselves in apparent violation of mythic order, predicated as it was on the presumption of heavenly perfection. The new phenomena produced by the procedures of experimentalists could not exist from the perspective defined by tradition. Furthermore, and more importantly, the new theories that arose to make sense of empirical reality posed a severe threat to the integrity of traditional models of reality, which had provided the world with determinate meaning. The mythological cosmos had man at its midpoint. The objective universe was heliocentric at first, and less than that later. Man no longer occupies center stage. The world is, in consequence, a completely different place. The mythological perspective has been overthrown by the empirical, or so it appears. This should mean that the morality predicated upon such myth should have disappeared as well, as belief in comfortable illusion vanished.